Hello, thank you so much for coming to my channel today. It is a pleasure to always meet you. Thank you. If this is the first time you are joining me, I am so grateful. Maybe through Google search or referral, whatever means you came across my channel today, I am so grateful. I will highly encourage you to please click that subscribe button down there. Do you know why? So that anytime I release new content, because I'll definitely do, you'll be the first person to get it. And you wouldn't want to miss any of those releases. And please also click that notification bell so that you will be the first person to get my release notification. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for always sharing these on your social media contents. I see a lot of people sharing them and liking, commenting. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And if you like these contents, perhaps to encourage me or also to support what I do here, by all means, please share, comment, like, just a click will be okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. You are amazing. You're so kind and generous. And before we dive in, I wanted to also put it out there that I offer free mentorship and coaching, whatever you that means to you. Let's just say you've lost your job or you wanted to make a career transition, right? Or maybe you're looking forward to enhancing your skill when it comes to Scrum and Agile, and you just wanted someone to collaborate with you or hold you by the hand. All you need to do is to connect with me. You see those links up there. Either you connect with me on my Facebook or Instagram, or you can shoot me an email and we'll be able to talk, right? Reach out. I don't bite. All we're going to do is to work together to make sure that you arrive or you get to your destination safely. Okay. So, what are we going to talk about today? If you look at the title there, you see we're going to talk about the use of RAM in Scrum to manage resources. Okay. RAM is an acronym. It definitely means responsibility assignment metrics. Responsibility assignment metrics. What does that mean? Now, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to take a look at this together because it is a very important topic I wanted to highlight today because for sometimes a lot of people have been asking what technique could they use in order to make sure that they can be meeting their sprint goal, especially when you have a lot of people that are involved in a sprint or in a whole project. Okay. So all you need to do is to sit down and let me pull on my screen and we can take a look at this all together at the same time. Okay. Right. It's coming right there. All right. Now, as you can see on my slide, the use of responsibility assignment metrics RAM in Scrum. Basically, you're going to think about a tool you could use to manage your team's task effectively, right? So when you have different um, stakeholders that are involved in a project, when you have a lot of requirements in there, when you have so many people, resources that you need to manage as a scrum master. Remember, as a scrum master, you are a coach, you're a mentor, you are an impediment remover, you are a manager. All of these hats you're putting at the same time. Okay. So, how would you be able to manage all of these multiple responsibilities effectively so that your team will be able to be meeting up their sprint goal? So, what we're going to do tonight, what we're going to do today is for me to carry you along on how you can be able to manage all of these multiple tasks as a Scrum Master. Okay. Um, I'm just going to make it bigger so that you can see my screen well enough. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming my screen is well enough so that you can see all of the information I'm going to share is quite eligible. Now, like I said, this RAM is sometimes people call it RACI charts or metrics. It is basically a tool you could use to manage your stakeholders' expectation and clarifies responsibilities in a sprint or in the whole of the project entirely. You could also use these RAM charts. Let's just say your team is at that storming phase. All right. people are not sure what they're required to do. You could also introduce this in order to manage such expectation, right? So RACI is an acronym which means responsible for R, accountable for A, consulted for C, and informed for I. Now, when you're working as a Scrum Master, there are people that are responsible in completing the task. You might call these people the developers, if I'm correct, right? There are persons that are accountable, decision making, people that could delegate tasks. Now, depending on the organization, the size or the nature or the culture of the organization, sometimes you have these people as the program manager or project manager or even project directors. Okay. Now you have people that you need to consult. In other words, you communicate and give them decisions that has been made based on the task. And then you have the last but not the least, people that you need to inform. Let's just say you are going to have your sprint review, right? There are people you need to give an update, informing them what they should expect or inviting them into your review section so that they can, you can show, not just to tell them, you can show, and at the same time to get feedback from them. So as a Scrum Master, excellent Scrum Master, I have to be, I have to emphasize that as an excellent Scrum Master, you need to understand who you are interacting with, right? You need to make it so clear. Believe me, when you identify these four categories, it's going to help you to manage your task, especially when you have different stakeholders that are involved in a project. Okay, so let's move ahead. Now, a typical RACI charts: responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. A typical RACI chart looks like this. Okay, so if you have multiple stakeholders and multiple task requirements, how can you manage each of these in a sprint? Now, if you take a look at these charts, you could also modify this. There is a sample of this online, so that's good news. All you need to do is to go online, download, a template, modify it based on your individual circumstance. Now, let's just say you are planning your sprints. All right, you're planning your sprints, sprint one, right? All you need to do is to highlight the task, the issues you're going to work on. Definitely, you're not going to work on epic. It's going to basically be user stories, and though sometimes user stories could be broken down into subtasks, right? Now, you kind of highlight the deliverables or the milestones or whatever issues that you are hoping to get pulled into the sprint. You highlight them. Now, on top, you can identify who and who is involved, what, who, how many persons should be involved: the developers, product owners, Scrum Master, business analyst, solution architect. All of these people should be at the top of that chart. And then in between, inside the chart, you can begin to highlight who should be involved in each of those responsibilities. Sometimes one person might be involved between two responsibilities or between two of the RACI acronym, right? So, for example, if you take a look at here where I'm pointing my cursor, you can see the project manager for task one is involved in accountable and responsible. Okay. And if we do go back again to our initial acronym or initial highlight, it says R is responsible, the person that is involved in completing that task, and accountable, someone that is in charge in coordinating actions, making decisions, right? So you need to understand what each of these entities or persons, what they stand for and what they should perform. What are their roles or responsibilities, or what do they stand to do? So as a Scrum Master, you need to have this at the back of your mind when you are doing your sprint planning, or perhaps even before sprint one, when you're having your sprint zero, or when you are having what is called the estimation for the project. Who and who should be involved? How do you get people involved as you go along planning your project or your sprints? Now let's take a look at REST team view. Let's just say, again, this is fictional. So, okay, if the name happens to, if you happen to see your name there, this is fictional. Okay. Now, Let's just take a look at this particular scenario here. On the left, you have initiation on top, right? Now, this particular team is planning or initiating a project. And then you can see below initiation the deliverables that they are hoping to get knocked off for that particular, perhaps a sprint or whatever they decide to go about it. And then moving forward, you can see this the status of each of those things. Some of them are approved, some of them are signed, waiting approval, completed already. So it gives an idea where these things are, and it could help you as a Scrum Master to track them. You on this other column, you see assignees, right? These are persons that has been assigned. Then you can actually easily track who and who is performing what. You can see some people that are assignees, accountable, consulted, informed. So this gives you an idea of who is doing what. Now, when it comes about assignee, it invariably stands for responsible, for the R. Okay, so you have the R, you have your A, you have your C, you have your I, RACI. One of the good, there are lots of our benefits when it comes to using the RACI matrix. One, it's going to help you to be able to easily track work. The second thing is, it also helps to create transparency. And if we have to go back again to the Scrum Guide, one of the things that Scrum Guide emphasizes is visibility, transparency, right? So as a Scrum Master, you always try as much as you can to create visibility in all that you do. Okay? All right. How do you feel? I would love to hear your thoughts about these RACI metrics charts. Have you used this in the past? If you have, how did it go? All right. All right. That's what I thought I could share with you today. Thank you. You're so amazing. Thank you for sticking around for these 12 minutes or 13 minutes, whichever one it is. But I do really appreciate your time. You are so amazing. That's where we're going to start for today. All right. So if you're looking to be trained, you're thinking about going into Scrum, switching career, you're not sure where to start, all you need to do is to click that link on top, connect with me, and let's figure out what to do. All right. I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinion, your comments. Please let me know in the comment section what your opinions are. And if you like my content, please, to support me, I would encourage you to please click the subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I'm hoping to look hearing from you based on how you've used this in the past or how you think you could be able to use this. I look forward to hearing from you. In the meantime, I hope you stay well. Bye for now.